Welcome to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes, a program that has been built on flash, excitement, swagger, even once a goal turnover chain. But the fundamentals of this program, substance. We'll have plenty of substance and swagger from the Canes today. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on a team from the SEC, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. First down here for the offense. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. They'll run it to the right. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. People like to say conference affiliation doesn't matter. But you get the SEC against the Big Ten, and there's no denying there's a little extra juice in the building.
Definitely extra juice. The best two conferences, the biggest conferences, Palmer. Everybody talks about these being the power brokers and deciding the future of college football. So, yes, it matters.
A lot of blue bloods in both conferences, David. You're right. I think it's something players are also very aware of, too, is having that conference pride, wanting to win this game, representing the rest of the teams in their conference.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. They'll leave it with him. Jukes his way for more. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. Just moving those chains the way Frank Gore did back in the day.
Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Edgerrin James, so many elite backs in Miami history. Finding that guy that you can give the ball to that's reliable, important part of the Canes tradition.
They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
Well, it's a nice job snagging that pass. Miami has a tradition of Heisman Trophy quarterbacks. I get that, but guess what? If you're going to win Heisman Trophies, you're probably throwing to very talented wide receivers. Let's not forget about all the great receivers the Hurricanes have had as well. And they've got a special group this year. This guy right here is one of those dudes. He can beat you one-on-one with his speed, and he has really, really good hands as well.
And the Canes headed quickly to the line. Wants to throw. It's Bush. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on third and short from the 37. Here comes the option. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Miami! Well, that couldn't have gone any better.
It's so great for an offense to come out right out of the gate and score a touchdown on your opening drive. It just helps the offense establish that rhythm that is so important. It'll be interesting now to see how this offense does the remainder of this contest.
And the kick is no good, but the defense way too aggressive. I think they roughed him. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They put together an 81-yard drive, and he finished things off by racing 37 yards to the end zone. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it back looking for help. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Line gets set, first down. From the shotgun, the inside give. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. And the Nittany Lions took those plain headgears, got their blocks, and picked up the first down.
Yeah, and those headgears are a staple, aren't they, of college football? I know exactly what you're talking about, those beautiful helmets. They don't change very much, very traditional. Penn State keeps it simple. Being traditional, running the football.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. To the air, it's Reese. Fires to the tight end. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like, because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Leaves it with the back. Crosses the 40, gets it down to the 35 before he stopped, a gain of 6.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Got 6 on first down, now a lot of options on second and 4. He's looking to throw. He's got him in the flat. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage before he was stopped, but using the running back in the short passing game gives him a first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
The Nittany Lions will snap it on first and 10. Looking to move it through the air. That's caught. It's Wade. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
The give to the back. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last play. Easy.
It's complete to the left. zone. Touchdown, Penn State! On to attempt the try. Splits the uprights. They march 79 yards on the drive, and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Offense set on first down. A quick pass to the left. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Back to the quarterback. He tries to take the top off. Brings it down on the right side. Oh, look out! Touchdown, Hurricane! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. Ready to try the point after. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. UNLV proved it is battle-tested and capable of winning any place, any time after this one. And just think of the confidence this Rebels team gained today. Invaluable, if you ask me. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Dropping back, it's Reese. Coming after him. He's going to take off. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Second and short is a great situation to be in. And look at him. He drops back to pass the football. He doesn't have to throw the football. He wants to be aggressive, but he can just take off and scramble. Doesn't have to take a chance. Great being ahead of the sticks.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. To the ground with the back. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. Pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They go to the ground. And the Nittany Lions pick up the first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Trying to surprise him with the pass. Unloads it left. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. After after the misfire now on second down. Back to throw, it's Reese. And the defense gets to the quarterback. The Nittany Lions are in the hurry-up. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's cut.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Fourth down, and they've got to get it to the next time zone, but the offense is going to stay on the field on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the wideout. Makes a grab enough for the first. The definition of four-down territory has changed. This few years, it extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. Wants to throw on first down. He's got his man.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Let's see what they've got on second down. Wide receiver shows motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. Inside the 25. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion.
And the ball's loose. Oh, and he not only gets the ball back, he's also got enough for the first down. I don't know if it was luck, and wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. And now a chance to pull even first and goal as we get late in the first half. He just got rid of that one to save the down, didn't see anything he liked. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The corners are walked up tight. Got his man quickly. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! They'll try to tack one more on their score. Bangs it through for an extra point. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
That defender was not fooled at all by the play action. He never thought the offense was running the football. He had his ears pinned back, used his speed to get to the QB.
A first down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. The give to the single back. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room as they mark it at the 17.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Give to the running back. Picks up just a few before he's brought down, not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Here comes the offense on 1st down. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Makes the grab. It's Wade. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Nice patience by the quarterback here, working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. Going deep. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better.
Back to throw, it's Reese. Grabs it in the middle. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Fires toward the end zone.
Oh my God! This quarterback so bad.
Seconds remaining.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
It's good. Easy call for the ref. And now they take the lead. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Canes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. So much for the touchback. Here he comes. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the...
Entering accessibility screen, you have 20 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
Not work out as he stopped at the 13. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Wide receiver coming across in motion. With jet sweep pass. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. You've got a 3rd and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. Back to pass, it's Reese. It's complete on the right side. Oh, the ball squirts out. Oh, the offense averts absolute disaster by falling on that fumble.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls on the field.
They'll go to the ground. At the 45 on his way. Open runway ahead. Running inside the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Penn State. Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Toledo is up big right now in what's shaping up to be a blowout those Rockets fans will remember for some time. They're up by 21 over the Royals. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Makes the catch and steps out of bounds, but short of the first down mark.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there. If your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy, but tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. They finally make the stop at the big run. Is plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
And they may have caught the defense napping there a little bit, David, maybe expecting pass on that 3rd down, but because of the back's effort now, fresh set of downs.
And it's so nice to have a guy that you can give the football on these 3rd down situations and feel confident you're going to continue to move the sticks.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, I think for that play to work, you need to have some access and cushion and coverage for the receiver to be able to do something with it after the catch. That time, the defender was just way too close, all over him, and he tackles him for no gain.
Catch in the middle, it's Coates. All kinds of running room. Touchdown, Canes. Reeled it in and just made the house call.
Well, the quarterback does a great job of his decision-making. He found the matchup he wanted, one-on-one. His tight end's able to stretch the field. He makes the catch, and he does the rest of the work himself, running it into the end zone.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He's going to try his luck from the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. They say success rate can be picking up about 4 or so on first down, 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the run. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
And listen, they didn't get the huge payoff of that, but I love the ability to show that and be able to show plays off of that jet motion and just show them you're willing to complete it. But you know, get those little chunks at a time. It doesn't have to always be a home run. It's still a successful play.
On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
And is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
Man, that is just a great job on defense there on 4th down, making a play on the ball in the air. Everybody had their eyes on the quarterback, but having great timing, swatting the ball away, and doing it cleanly. No PI. And as a result, that defense has earned a rest. They're coming off the field.
I know the passing game sells, and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Power football with the run. Down to the 26-yard line where the tackle is made. Pick up a 5 and a first down. On the ready. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Penn State 24, Miami 21.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. The give to the tailback. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. The Canes moving quickly to the line. The give to the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Miami! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
And some of these guys make it look so easy, but these are tight windows down here, man. There's not a lot of space on the field, and he drops back, knows exactly where he's going with the football, throws it in there, makes the play, and more importantly, now his team is in the lead in the 4th quarter.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. He's
What
dropped
the
behind the
fuck?
line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Looking downfield, it's Reese. He finds his man. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And they say a quarterback's best friend is a good run game and a good running back. I think he agrees. Over 150 yards on the day. I don't even think I need a quarterback the way he's been running the football all game long.
He's going to pass on 2nd down. He's going to let it go.
Fuck, I ain't see that fucking corner now. Damn it.
Wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, the defense comes away with the pick there with their nickel personnel. I think moving forward, if you're on offense, when you see that personnel on the field, you want to run the ball against it because you got smaller guys out there. Or if you're going to throw, think about quick screens outside when you have tight ends flexed on the perimeter, bigger bodies blocking smaller guys.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now, if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Big 3rd down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on 3rd down.
We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a 1-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. They not only have to deal with this defense, but the noise from this crowd on 3rd and 4. Here's the handoff. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They have the lead in a 1-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Gotta have it here on 4th down. The completion well past the sticks. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll try the run. Well, they tried it again and got the same result. They'll get nothing and like it. Now they're looking at a 3rd down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Last 2 runs got a big fat nothing. Let's see if they try to go up top on 3rd and 10. Leaves it with the running back. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
Fourth down.
And the Hurricanes will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. They'll get down and put a stop for this return. They'll mark it at the 32.
Offense will take over. First and 10.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. And they're going to have to fight this defense, and they're also up against it with time, Jesse.
Yeah, no doubt, Reese. And this quarterback now, he's going to have to show off his poise, David. They practice these late-game situations, but how's this guy going to respond?
And I got a little bit of time to work with here, so I'll watch the defense, and if they're going to drop back and play real conservative like they tend to do late in the game, let's get a few shots over the middle first before we have to take that deep shot.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away. They've got to push the ball down the field. Looking downfield, it's Reese. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. On third down, going up top. A deep throw is the clock.
Oh, this
winds
quarterback
down.
so fucking ass, dog.
Right into the double coverage. He'll try to take it back. And with that turnover, that'll finish the game. It's one